This is Trusted Renovations. Over 25 projects, over 25 top companies in their field, all working toward one goal, to turn a dated 1970s ranch house into the dream home for one couple and their family. Here's just one of the companies who took on this amazing challenge. Welcome back, everyone, to Trusted Renovations. Have you ever had your home's ducts cleaned? If you haven't, here's a heads up. The muck that builds up there puts dryer lint to shame. Joining me now is Thomas Kitchens of R.S. Andrews. His team cleaned out nearly 40 years worth of muck from Jennifer and John's ducts. Thomas, what was your first impression?
When we first got there, we did an assessment of their ducts, and we found out that the duct system had never been cleaned before.
Never been, almost a half century.
Yeah, it had never been cleaned.
What does the duct system do? How does it function?
It's attached to your heating and cooling system, so that's it's the air that you're breathing day in and day out, but it's also how you're getting the heat as well as your AC inside your home.
Okay, so how often should you have them cleaned?
On average, you should have it done about every 3 to 5 years, but a routine check or your maintenance your service provider will be able to tell you exactly who's going to.
And it's important to your family's health.
Absolutely.
Previously on Trusted Renovations, R.S. Andrews updated Jennifer and John's entire HVAC system. How much does dirty ducts affect a home's heating and cooling costs?
If the ducts, like in her home, she was probably losing anywhere from 10 to 20% of her efficiency just because of the dirty ducts.
Just because of the filth in the ducts?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's important. So later in the show, we're going to watch the R.S. Andrews team clean the duct system. Thanks for joining me, Thomas, and we'll catch up with you later.
Thank you.
You bet.
When we come to a home, the first thing we like to do is get a sense of how the ducts actually look. We have a specialized camera that we can send down into the duct system and really see what it looks like down there. Jennifer's ducts were pretty dirty. Not the worst we've seen, but all this dust and debris that builds up on the inside of the ducts can contaminate the air you breathe. To get into the duct system, we use a special pressurized brush system that we can send deep into the channel, where the bristle brushes will loosen the contaminants and debris back to our HEPA vacuum system. Once it's done, you can see how much dirt and debris has accumulated in your system after years without cleaning.
So when R.S. Andrews came out, I was shocked, firstly, at the dirt that came out of the ducts. I couldn't believe it. But the most interesting part was there was a couple of books stuck up in the ducts. One was a very old Dr. Seuss book. So I assumed that they were old books anyway. So that was interesting. I've kept the books. I've dusted them down and kept them. They're part of the house. But to imagine them being stuck up in a duct, that's not so good for the air conditioning.